Other than I love you, what is something you don't hear often but makes you feel loved? My dad used to say, I love you, but in a different way. He was a single father and we didn't have much. He worked 2 jobs and was always exhausted, but he never let it show. One day I was around 10 and I asked him if we could go to the movies. He said, not today, buddy, maybe next week. I was upset and said, you always say that, but we never go. I stormed off to my room. A few minutes later, he knocked on my door and said, get your shoes on, let's go. I was so excited. We went to the movies and afterwards he took me to get ice cream. We had a great time. On the way home, I noticed he was driving really slow. I asked him why and he said, oh, I'm just enjoying the night. When we got home, he parked the car in the garage and just sat there. I asked him if he was coming inside, and he said, yeah, I'll be in a minute. I went inside, and after a while, I went back out to see what he was doing. He was still sitting in the car. I asked him what he was doing, and he said, just thinking. I went back inside. Later that night, I heard him talking to my mom on the phone. He was telling her how he had to spend the last $20 he had on me that night, and he didn't know how he was going to put gas in the car to get to work the next day. I felt horrible. The next morning, I told him I was sorry for making him spend his money on me. He just smiled and said, you're worth it.